shake wall. Oh, sorry. Hey, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Ked So Real. Welcome if you're new. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for stopping again. Now in today's video we will be doing some blending, some eyeshadow blending. We're going to focus on the eyes, the brushes that we're going to be using. All the products used in this tutorial will be placed in the description box down below, so if you're interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to be blending today, and I've found a new method of blending my way, and we're going to be using these 5 eye brushes today. You just need 5 eye brushes, and we're going to be using these 2 palettes, the Island Gyal Yardie Cosmetics palette and the Street Ink palette, right? So let's get right into the video. I went ahead and primed my eyelids using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Light Yellow, also with a small Real Techniques blending brush just to blend that concealer all over my lid. Now I am going to start off with a flat eyeshadow brush. This brush is mainly for the lid right here, but it's very good for packing on colors right into the crease, right? And the first shade I'm going to take right now from the Island Gyal Yardie Cosmetics palette is the shade Browning. It's a very dark brown shade, and I'm just going straight into the shadow, right, on both sides. And guys, please forget about my background. All right, so, and I'm going to use my small mirror. Then what I'm gonna do now is to get the product that's on the brush, and I'm just going directly into my crease in patting motion. All right, so I'm gonna start off right in the middle right there, and I'm gonna create a circular motion with the shadow, and you can always go back and add more products if you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to get some tape, and I'm going to attach the tape right at the end, the outer corner of my eye, so I could catch any fallouts, or just to let the outer part of my eyes appear a bit sharper. Alright, so as I was going into the palette, I'm taking the shade Browning, right, and I'm just patting that shade into my crease in a circular motion. So I'm starting from the middle, and I'm going from to the inner corner of my eyes all the way around in a circular motion to the end of my eyelids, of my lash line right there, the outer part. Okay, and as I said, you can also always go back into the palette and intensify the color some more, so you can always build up the color, as long as you don't go over that crease, your natural crease. All right, so you pat it into the crease. All right, to the circular shape that you want, just like that. So after applying and packing on that first shade to the pigmentation that you want, I'm going to use this small, it's a very small tapered blending brush. It's from BS Small, and I'm going to use that to blend the first shade. So I'm just going to blend just the top into circular motions. So you just want to blend the edges. All right, and you want to keep that same shape, the same circular shape that you just put down, and you take your time and blend the edges. All right, blend away all that harsh lines. What you can do too, I have a second flat brush, so I like to go, and because it's so flat, I'm just gonna go and blend the edges with the flat brush as well. And you also want to go in circular motions when you're blending. All right, just blend away all the edges, so you can apply the next shade. Right, so we have a bit of blending going on there. All right, so the next brush that I'll take right now, this one is a very small penciled tapered brush, and I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called Rebel, from the same palette, and I'm just like that, topping off the excess, and I'm going right into that shade but little above it, and we're going to blend. All right, so we're actually blending the edges with this orange shade. And you also want to go and blend all the way into that same direction. All right, in circular motions, guys, circular motions. See, you see the gradient effect that's happening right now. Right, and I'm packing on as I blend. I'm packing on product. All right, so you don't want to use a bigger brush, a big brush, to blend into your crease when you're doing these types of blending, and you want to just take your time. Just take your time and go any direction that you place your eyeshadows. You have to blend into that direction. All right, I said, why? I'm sorry for my background noise, guys. I'm very sorry. All right, so we're getting the gradient effect that we want, and as you can see, there's not a bit of harsh lines. We're just trying to blend away everything. Okay, just like that. So that same first blending brush, the BS small one that I showed you, I'm just gonna go and blend the edges now into circular motions as well. All right, see, we have the gradient effect. See, now the next shade that I'll take from that same palette is this one. It's called Miss Jamaica. So I'm gonna just top off the excess, and I'm gonna blend away that orange shade. All right, so guys, if you're blending right and you see that your product is being lost, you can always go back and add products. Anywhere you're blending and your product is being lost, you go and you add back. Example, this orange is being lost into the yellow, the neon yellow. So I'm just taking back that same brush and going into where the color is being lost. All right, and you see it's still looking gradient. All right, now for my Street Ink palette, I'm taking the shade Shake Wall. Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm taking the shade Shake Well and topping off some of the excess, and right into the first brown shade right there, I'm just blending the Shake Well from the Street Ink palette, and I'm going into a circular motion. All right, with the same tapered pencil brush. Alright, then to bring everything into one now, I'm just blending with the same BS small blending brush, just the outer part, the edges. Just blending all the edges into one. So I'm actually marrying all the colors right now. So I'm doing a cut crease look. So we're going to learn how to cut the crease. So we're going to cut the crease right now using the same LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Light Yellow, and any flat concealer brush that you have. Small, flat, ensure that it's very flat, right? Just put the concealer on the back of my hand, right? And I'm taking the flat brush and I'm going on both sides just to maneuver the brush when there's products from one end to the next. All right, so what I like to do is to place some of the concealer in the middle. I don't know if you guys do it, but that's my way of doing it. And I'm gonna start at the inner corner of my eyes, inner part of my eyes, right in that first brown shade that you place down. All right, so I'm gonna start in tapping motions. All right, I am not gonna swipe the concealer. I'm just gonna tap it into the direction that I want it to go. All right, just take your time and tap, 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 tap it into the same shape. Guys, that's a bike. I'm very sorry. Alright, so you tap, tap, tap it into the shape that you want. And I'm doing a full cut crease, so I'm going all the way around the end of my eye to the outer corner of my eyes. Alright, then after that I'm going to fill it in with products that is left on the brush. You don't want to pick up any products as yet. Don't pick up any new products as yet. Just use what is on the brush to tap, to fill the entire middle, that space there. Because when you're cutting, when you're working with cut crease, you don't want a lot of products on the lid. It's gonna be very hard. If you're gonna lay down any more eyeshadows, it's gonna be very hard when there's a lot of products. All right, so anywhere you see any mistakes, you can always go back with your brush and you tap, tap, tap it until you get the desired shape. It's not gonna be perfect. All right, it's not gonna be all perfect. Remember, it's a cut crease we're doing, and you know, we have to take our time. As long as you get the circular shape that you want, the same shape of your eye, the eyelids, the same circular shape of your eyelids, that's the shape that you want. All right, so it doesn't have to be exact, sharp and perfect. Yes, you want it to be sharp and precise, but you can just take your time and cut that crease. All right, right. So now that we have a full circular cut crease, right, I'm just fixing some of the edges that I'm seeing very crooked, fixing it. All right, now you see why I placed down a darker shade before. It's to give the cut crease a very precise and sharp, like to intensify the crease, to make it look like it's an actual crease. Okay, I'm gonna take you can take any small blending brush that you have, and you're going to just pat that concealer. Right, you're actually gonna take away some of the excess product that's on your lid. Right, you don't want a lot of products on your lid. Okay, all right, so now that we have our cut crease up and running, everything is well good for us now. Now for the lid that we just cut the crease, I'm going to use a green shimmery color on the lid. All right, so you only use matte colors to blend. You can use any color that you want for your lid, but I'm using this green shimmer color from the Santee palette. and I'm taking up a generous amount, and I'm just going right onto that cut crease with a flat shadow brush. You can use the same one that you used to put down the first brown shade, but ensure to wipe away all the excess product. Alright, so we are just packing on that color onto the lid, that shimmery green. We're just tapping it onto the lid. Why didn't we start not joking, man? Jeez. Alright, so we're just ensuring that all that cut crease is fully covered with that green shade. Alright, and I went ahead and removed the tape. Alright, so you see the impression of where the tape was, and you can actually see that there is no fallouts of the eyeshadows, and the eyeshadows are well blended into the area that you place down all the shadows. Right, so for beginners you can always go with your tape and you know, all those good stuff. So for liquid eyeliner, and you don't have to do a wing, you can always do a thin line on top of your lash line. So what you want to do is to get your liquid eyeliner, and you want to start all the way in the inner corner of your eyes, creating a thin line on top. You want to ensure that you go directly on your lash line. Alright, as I said, you don't have to do a wing, and ensure that when you're drawing that line, you want to ensure that it's even from beginning to end. For the eyeliner as well, is if you make a mistake with like applying your lashes with the glue, you know, everything is all seamless, it's blended evenly together. Alright, so we're gonna apply some lashes, and I'm using my Whispy lashes today. I've worn them before, and I love to use my hair glue to apply my lashes. Alright, I know it's not 100% safe, just be extra careful when you're doing it. So I put it on the back of my hand, so I have my lash, and I like to use the end part of the tweezer, rubbing it into the glue, and place it on top of the lash band. Alright, right on top, all the way on, all over the top of the lash band. And ensure that you put a generous amount so everything sticks together evenly. Alright, no one your eyelash fear drop off. So we're gonna get the tweezer and the lash together. What I like to do is to place my lash in the middle part, place the tweezer in the middle part of the lash like this, hold it firmly, tightly together. Then you're gonna get a mirror. Sorry, I don't want to blind you guys. I'm using my small mirror, and I hold it firm like this. You can also place a mirror underneath your chin like this, and you have your mirror closely in front of you, and you apply your lashes straight down from the middle. Well, I'm going to use just my small mirror, and I'm going to place the lash in the middle of my natural lash line. Right, the middle of my lashes, I'm placing my falsie right in the middle, right there, and I've dropped it right with the tweezer. I like to take my fingers sometime and slant my head like that, turn it a little away, and stick it to the outer corner of the lash, my lashes, and take the tweezer and combine everything into the inner corner of my eyes, so everything is perfectly attach. I'll be taking that same green shade that I applied on the cut crease on my lid there. I'll be taking the green shade and I'll be smoking my under eye with it, right? So you want to go underneath those lashes, right? And you want to go let the color be more intensified. You will go ahead and take some more with a flat shadow brush. It doesn't matter what type of brush as long as it's flat. I love to use affordable brushes or affordable products overall. So I'm just taking some, and as you can see, it's coming along. Right? So I'm just taking my NYX mascara after smoking my under eyes, and I'm just going to apply the mascara underneath those lashes. So you place it on the lash and you go from side to side, alright? Because if you go like this, you're gonna actually get products on underneath, right on top of the setting powder or your foundation, alright? So you want to go from side to side. Not gonna do any inner corner highlights or any brow highlights. I'm just going to put on some lip gloss and show you everything in my next clip. So stay tuned, keep on watching. Hey guys, so this is the end of my amazing tutorial. This is my final look. I had so much fun creating and sharing some of my ways and the techniques of blending, and I promise to engage and to share other amazing tutorials with you guys. Remember to subscribe, share my video, like and comment. See you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.